In the last episode of Sailing Doodles, we set sail from Niue to Tonga. We had more than 20 knots the whole way, so mostly we just sailed on the Genoa. We even had the Genoa furled a bit, and we're still making 8 knots. The wind was almost directly off our beam, so it made for a rolly ride. 320 miles, been a pretty good little sail. We were in 20 to 30 knots of wind, just the head sail out the whole way, making 7+ knots. It's still blowing over 20 right now, 25 knots. Waiting to get around this little island right here, get out of the swell, and then we'll lower the sails and motor in. One thing I'm just a little concerned about is coming in this channel here. The waves are coming right this direction, so they might be funneled in here, and then you got the ebb tide coming out, which should be right about the time we're going in there. There's only a knot of current coming out, so hopefully it's not too bad. If it looks like it's too bad, we'll just turn around and wait.
We're in Tonga. Almost. I went off this boat again. This is a rough ride.
The waves weren't too bad, and we made it through just fine. This is Nuku Alofa Harbor. Port Authority, sailing vessel White Squall on channel 14. We've been calling this guy. It's supposed to open at 8:30 a.m. It is 9:45. Nobody. We talked to other people and they say they're open. I don't know. And you're not allowed to enter the port until you contact them. We waited for 2 hours and finally gave up and went into the port anyway. This will be our first attempt at Mediterranean-style mooring in Tonga. Sounds like fun. We dropped the guys in the dinghy so they could help push us in. The wind was really blowing at 20+ knots, but at least it was straight down the channel. When we were in position, Laura dropped the anchor. The guys tried to push us around, but there wasn't quite enough oomph in the motor. So I tied a couple of lines together, and a fellow cruiser from SV Citation helped us take them ashore. We were a good ways off from shore, so the guys had to push us in so that our lines could read. Someone once said, work smarter, not harder. Alright.
Definitely more than a 2-person job.
It looked a little precarious just with the one thin line, so we were going to set out some more lines. Citation's anchor slipped and a line let go and almost sent them into the rocks. You can still see the muddy wake where they gunned it to get off the rocks. They even said they think their propeller might have hit one. That's one of the great things about cruising, is everyone's incredibly helpful and always looking out for each other. Properly set, we had 3 lines to windward, 2 anchors out, and 1 line to leeward. It's Med-style mooring, not in the Mediterranean, but what an S show that was.
Well, can you hear the wind?
Ah, yeah, it's blowing. It's blowing.
My ponytail? Windsock?
It's blowing 15 to 20, trying to do Med-style mooring in that. And then as soon as we kind of get secure, we're putting up our secondary lines. The boat next to us, there's one of their lines, let's go. And they're swinging into us. Boy, they saved it real quick, but man.
I thought they pulled their anchor.
Yeah, talk about
Yeah.
2 boats, all hands on deck,
Yeah.
and this wind.
Yeah.
Bow thruster would be helpful.
Yeah, bow thruster. Anything over 30 feet, get a bow thruster.
Get a bow thruster.
Get a bow thruster anyway. Cheers. All right, so we're gonna go into town. It's kind of the way we do it. We just, no need in starting the motor. We just use this other line to pull us across.
Go.
Fun day for us. We got some friends. She's got some friends coming to town. I'm really excited because they're bringing me a new camera. Because you may notice sometimes the quality of the videos hasn't been so good because one of our cameras died, and that it really affects the audio because it had good audio with it, and a few other things. Anyway, so they're bringing the camera. We're gonna get some pool time. Should be fun
Internet time.
Internet. There you go.
Friends, I can't wait.
Right across from the wharf, there was a pretty neat market set up. Got some fancy equipment here. There's some nice TVs.
Had to get one.
Let's just say they twisted my arm. With the sightseeing done, we headed into town to meet Laura's friends. So we have a few extra crew members with us for the next couple weeks. Say hello to Sam and Kristen. And so they're gonna sail with us from Tonga to Fiji. So welcome, guys. Cheers.
Thanks for having us aboard.
Hey, and we're gonna have a lot of fun.
About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we waited for.
That's it for this episode, but be sure to tune in next episode when we go explore the beaches of Tonga.